Hello, good people. Welcome to another episode of Good Cubed Sunday here on Good Cubed Kitchen. Today we are going to pay homage to a very important part of the October month, which is pumpkin. So I'm going to make a super simple pumpkin ice cream using our core gelato base, 2 and a fourth cup of milk, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, 3 ounces of cornstarch, 1 egg tempered with your milk, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, all combined in our pan. Now that our tempered egg in, we're going to quickly combine a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. And using canned pumpkin puree is almost indistinguishable from using some that you roasted and pureed yourself. The reason being, pumpkin is such a hearty vegetable that even though it has to go through the canning process, the high heat doesn't destroy the flavor. So I'm going to just whisk that in until thoroughly combined and then continue to stir like I normally would. What I was hoping would happen is the starch in the pumpkin would be enough to thicken this custard, but sadly I was mistaken. So I'm going to combine 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with some milk to make the slurry that we would normally put in our gelato base, and then add it over to our custard, and I'm going to return it to the heat. After about 7 to 10 additional minutes of stirring, you will notice that the texture has thickened significantly. Once you can start to see the beautiful glossy wakes in your custard, you can take it off the heat and move on to the next process, which is straining it. When I made sweet potato ice cream, I strained it, but I didn't use a fine mesh strainer. And I slightly regret it because it was still a bit fibrous. And so this time I'm going to use a fine mesh strainer. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, this is going to make all the difference in the world. At the end, I found some fibers in the strainer that would have definitely made it through my larger mesh sieve, but this is going to take a while. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to strain the entire batch because it just kept getting clogged with those small fibers. But you definitely want to put it through the fine mesh sieve so that you can get the best possible outcome of textures. Now that our custard has gotten to set up overnight, we're just going to pour it into our maker. All right, so let's see what we've got. As you saw in the thick check, it was a super thick ice cream. It's so thick that I'm actually not even going to chill it. And that's because of the pumpkin. Pumpkin is a very thick substance, so I'm going to sprinkle in between the scoops a little bit of my sea salt honey pumpkin spice mixture. Now, most people don't even know what pumpkin spice is, and it's really simple. It's pretty much everything you'd put inside of a sweet potato pie with the addition of a little bit of ginger. I found this really cute little jack-o'-lantern face thing at the Dollar Tree, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. And there you have it. A super simple pumpkin ice cream. It's perfect for what to do when you want to do a pumpkin carving and you've got leftover pumpkin, or you just really like pumpkin. I know a lot of times black folks are like, we don't do pumpkin, but really it's almost indistinguishable from sweet potato when you do it right. I'm really glad that I took it and ran it through the fine mesh sieve. When I made the sweet potato ice cream, there was a bit of that graininess and fibrousness because I didn't take it through a fine mesh sieve, and I did use a regular sieve to get most of it out, but using a much finer sieve, the way that I used it, I wish I had taken a video of it. There were fibers at the very bottom once I rinsed it out that didn't make it into this ice cream, so it's a much smoother consistency. Overall, this is a great way to serve up something that's really delicious and a bit different. I've never had pumpkin ice cream before. So, as always, thank the good Lord for good food and good times. All that good is Good Cube. Please follow me on all social media platforms. That's Good Cube Kitchen at Good Cube GOODCUB 3D on all social media platforms. And again, as always, have a good one.